Give me a couple of minutes and I'll show you how to get from this vocal sound to this one.
There's no reason to be active if you are getting no reactive.
Hello everybody, my name is Lui Piluso. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to focus on simplicity and how to get professional results for aspiring home producers. We're going to be checking out LANDR's vocal plugin bundle that I have right here. And they have 4 different plugins that are very simple. And we're going to check out how to tune vocals, how to use a vocal chain, how to add space with reverb, and also how to clean your vocals with a de-esser. Hope you like the idea of this video. I would like to first ask you, what are your biggest frustrations when you're working with vocals? Let me know below in a comment, because that will help me out to make future videos that could be specifically for you. So I'll leave some links below, so if you want to start using these plugins, or you can take the same concepts that I'm going to be explaining today and use it with ones you already have. Let's get cracking. So we have this original track that I recorded. This is from my song Existential, Emptiness. That you can find it everywhere. And I just re-recorded one of the lines of the song. This sounds like this.
There's no reason to be active if you are
And after our processes, it sounded like this.
There's no reason to be active if you are getting no reactive.
So first of all, what we want to use is vocal tuning. This is a real-time tuner that has 2 modes. It has transparent and has modern, and you can choose the key of the song and the scale. I just made it custom, so I just clicked on the notes that I didn't want for the scale, and then you have tuning speed.
There's no reason to be active if you are getting no reactive.
So it gets more and more robotic faster you go. I like to keep it slow for tuning speed. Then we have the amount, the mix. So if we want it all tuned or completely original. Then we have added vibrato, we can add.
There's no reason to be active.
I'm not a big fan of adding vibrato. And then we have a built-in reverb that this is made for when you're singing or you have somebody singing and they want to just monitor themselves with some reverb. It's great for that. So you can add it and then take it off and add reverb, as I'm going to show you later on in the process. Then we have another mode that is called modern, that here is really fascinating because we have a formant tool that makes it sound like this.
There's no reason to be active if you are getting no reactive.
Lots of fun, right? Then the next tool we're going to be checking out is vocal de-essing. So something that I like to do is that once I tune my vocals, I like to correct any kind of harshness and clean them up. So a vocal de-esser is excellent for that kind of stuff. So now we can see the gain reduction, how much it's reducing, or the frequency. So the idea of this is like, let's swap it to frequency first, and we can select the center frequency where it's going to duck the S's. So what I like to do first of all is have the range really small, because if we open it up, it's going to be affecting lots of other frequencies. So I like it really small, and we're going to click on monitor. So we're only going to listen to what the processor is doing.
There's no reason to be active.
So here we search for the main.
You are getting no reactive. I can't see how else.
So here I try to find the frequencies that are harsh or that I don't like from this specific song, or my vocals, or the microphone, or whatever it is. So once we found it, we can select the range.
There's no reason to be active.
So in this case, it's going to be very small. Then we have the ratio, the threshold, and the speed. So the ratio would be how much we're going to be compressing once it goes over the threshold. And then the speed is how fast it's going to duck that sound. The next one in our chain is the VoxChain. So this is going to let us add some compression, saturation, blend. So we can choose if we want it dry, if we want 100%. We can add some air, that would be like high frequencies, or we can add some body, that is low frequencies, and a low cut. The low cut is really important for vocals because we want to take out some of the low frequencies if we're working in a very dense song. That helps the vocals cut through the mix.
There's no reason to be active
Without.
if you are getting overreactive.
Again.
I can't see how I'll survive this.
We can add more saturation.
There's no reason to be active.
So that's really interesting because we could actually have lots of saturation and bring the blend down.
There's no reason to be active if you are getting overreactive.
So we can make parallels. So after we use the vocal chain, I like to add again a vocal de-esser because since we've been boosting some high frequencies, I want to tame them again.
There's no reason to be
The cool thing about this one is that it's very transparent. Finally, we add space. That we already been hearing how it sounds with this reverb. So without any reverb, this actually sounded like this.
There's no reason to be active.
So we're going to add on a aux channel. This is an auxiliary channel that usually this is how you work with space effects like delays and reverbs. If you want me to make a separate tutorial on how to create these tracks, let me know below, but I'll show you two different ways of using it. So for this reverb, the first important control is the blend. So if we have it at 100%, it means that we're only going to be listening to the reverb. So that's why we have it on a separate channel. So we have the clean vocal on one channel and the full wet reverb on the other one. So then we can find a balance of what we want. The other way to do it is to just add this plugin to the same channel as your main vocal and then change the blend amount. I usually like to have it on separate channels so I can tame them better. So here I made my own preset. We can choose air or body for high frequencies or low frequencies. We can select the time amount of the reverb, a pre-delay, that means how long it's going to take before the reverb kicks in, and something that I love about pre-delay, that is one of the most important parameters of a reverb. And then we have the width, that we can choose the stereo spread. In this case, since this is my main reverb, I want it quite short and narrow.
I can't see how I'll survive this.
Then I added another one that is called wide slapback, that is from one of their presets, that this gives you like a really short delay.
I can't see how I'll survive.
If you hear it on headphones, you'll notice.
I can't see how I'll survive this.
So this allows you to have a more stereo vocal. Let's activate the main reverb as well.
I can't see how I'll survive this.
And finally, we have a long reverb for effect. So at the end of this track, I added another aux channel with a really long reverb that you can see right here. I have automated this, so I have, at the beginning, you can't hear this reverb, and for the last word, it's going to give me a huge reverb. Have a listen.
Warmth, baby.
So I hope that was helpful. Let me know below which are your biggest frustrations for producing, mixing, or recording vocals or other instruments. I'll leave you below a special link if you want to check out this easy to use plugins. You can get the vocal bundle on its own, or you can get the LANDR Studio that includes plenty more stuff like mastering, distribution, more plugins, samples, samplers, and more. I'll leave you on the screen other videos for vocal production. Leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, that is completely free. Bye bye.